Hello YouTube, it's William. Welcome to the third deer hunt of 2015. It is December the 9th. We're going to go out to the, we're going to hunt the same place I killed that 9-point last month. And we're going to spend the night somewhere close by, do a little stealth camp, hammock. No fire. Supposed to be a front coming in tomorrow. The wind's supposed to shift out of the south, and it's supposed to blow pretty good. But tomorrow's supposed to be the best hunting day of December. So I'm hoping to get out there and get a small spike before the front comes in and get back to the house. Because they're talking about 10 to 15 mile-an-hour winds, and I really don't want to paddle a canoe back in that, but we'll see. I did it before in it, and it wasn't too bad. Just got to get down and low in the canoe and paddle like the dickens. Be like a duck. Can't see no movement on top, but them feet are getting it underneath. So anyway, stick with me. At least we're going to try out a new 10x10 tarp, the ultralight from Deer Creek Outfitters. And if it's anything like their regular tarps, it's going to be a piece of gear that you would want for the rest of your life. I mean, just out of the box looking at it, the workmanship is just superb, what you'd expect from Deer Creek. So we're going to stretch that up, see what that's like. I got a 9x9 from Tent Smith, but wanted a 10x10 so that I have a little bit more options ground camping. So we're going to try it on the new hammock that I've got, a DD hammock. So it'll be the first time I'm trying it out, and so should be fun. Stay with me. Okay, figured I'd sit on the stand for a few minutes. It is 10:35, so this is a minor period. And there's a draw right here. There's a few tracks down by the lake. This is not water. I was hunting last time. Last time was over there. But that buck was headed this way. So there's a big white oak right there. White oak acres, I think it's about gone, but bucks like draws. So I'm gonna sit here a moment, maybe an hour or two, and just see what happens. And last time we did that, I killed a 9-point, so see how it goes. Stick with me. Alright, the wind shifted on me. It's at my back now, so that's not good. It's about 11:15. I'm gonna walk right down there a little bit, just kind of see what's under that. See what's that away. So, stick with me. Yeah, right here is standing right on the core line, right here. And just off the core line, see the ground tore up. It's fresh hog sign. Really running this core line. Just gotta get the wind right. Most of the time you hear hogs coming, so that looks pretty fresh. It must be coming right down this line. I'll cut that to pieces. Well, I said I didn't see any rubs. Walked 5 steps. Look at that. Maybe from that 9-point I killed, because this is which direction it came. She died. See where that spot is on that tree? Just on the other side of that tree, if my bearings is right. It's really close right in here. That might have been that 9-point rub. It's a nice deer. Alright, so that is this tree that I was in the tree stand, where I saw the coons. The coons came in right in there. That drainage ditch down there is where that 9-point came up. It came up right through there, straight ahead, toward the camera. Right down that line. And just not 20 yards in there is where that big rub is at. So then, while I was in the stand, the tree stand, that tree that I just showed you, that little yearling came out just in that brush right ahead. And I got him a little bit on the camera, not much. Or her. I don't know what it was. It's a young deer. So, there is deer in here. You just got to get the wind just right. Problem is, most of it is south or southeast. That is east, right through there. Southeast or east wind blows your scent right into the woods. It's bad hunting. So the optimum thing is to catch a west wind. That's what I caught when I got that 9-point. So, as you can see, that leaf falling, the wind is really bad right now. So, maybe the wind will shift. It's supposed to start coming out of the south, which is better. Still not optimum. So the south will be straight ahead. So if I get on this side of that gully right there, get down in some of this brush. I didn't bring my tree stand this time. I'm going to be sitting on a bucket. So I may set up same place I did before, down there in an old tree top. But there's a tree that's leaning. Maybe a little too steep to get into. It's also down in a hole. I'm going to set up kind of to where I can see a little bit. So we'll walk around and I'll pick a spot and we're going to go set up camp. I just parked the canoe where I camped out a couple of years ago, or a year and a half ago. And that sure looks like a bobcat track to me. This is where I scouted the day that I killed that 9-point. See the clear cut, but still a good camp spot. So we'll pick me up a couple of trees here and set up camp. All the hydrilla or duckweed is gone. So we'll set up camp here. Here's the expansion pack for the ECS, Essential Carry System by Primal Outdoors. Here's my camping gear. Since I'm just staying out one night, I'm just using the Duluth Wanderer, so it's more than enough for one night. And I got my camp bucket, which has got just camp or hunting stuff in it, really, not camping stuff. I love it here. So quiet, peaceful. Okay, I'll set up camp. Now I've got camp set up, pretty much. This is the Deer Creek Outfitters. It's the ultralight oilskin tarp that they have. It's a blue tarp. And just looking at the craftsmanship, it's exactly what I expected from Deer Creek. Reinforced tie-outs, has tie-outs across the ridge line. You can see here it's got, this is a 10 by 10. Double stitching across the ridge line. I mean, it's just a quality oilskin tarp. So I really like this 10 by 10. It gives me a lot of space. The 9 by 9 did a great job in covering my hammock, but there wasn't much space to work under or do anything under if you got into a rainstorm. But this one, let me move the camera around and you'll see that there's quite a bit of room under here to do whatever you want to do. There is quite a bit of room to sit under here and work and do whatever you want to do or need to do. And that was what was missing from a 9 by 9. If you'll notice in my bug out tryout, what was it, a couple of years ago now almost, I was in a lot of rain, and you was sitting right next to your hammock and had all your gear piled in there, and it just wasn't a very adequate tarp to use in that kind of situation. So I got Deer Creek Outfitters to do me this 10 by 10, and well, I tell you what, there's a world of difference between a 9 by 9 and a 10 by 10, let me tell you. So if you want to use a tarp in any configuration that you can dream up, then I would recommend going with a 10 by 10, because as you can see, my hammock is completely covered. I got it set up in the diamond pattern right now, and it's also a good size for ground sleeping. I mean, you can set it up in just about any configuration you can dream up and still have plenty of room for you and your gear. So I think a 10 by 10 is the way to go. Okay, so camp set up. I'm gonna relax here a bit and get some water, and I may step off into the woods here and just kind of do a little scout, walk around type thing here in a little bit. But stick with me, we'll do something. Okay, I was sitting here, I was looking for my water bottle, and I set my bucket down, get my water bottle, and anybody seen these Stanley cups like this? I love this Stanley cup because it fits in my guide design just like that. And then my cup can fit over that. So it's kind of a cook kit and cup and everything all in one. So I like that. But you see this little deal here? That was for a handle that I had lost. Could not find it anywhere. Did not know where it went. Okay? So I set my bucket down here, and I looked down and I saw something shiny. And in the dirt, with just barely the tip sticking up, was my handle. Now, if that ain't something, I don't know what is. See it? It just fits right in there. Just like that. I had lost it, now it's found. Unbelievable. Alright. So, my cook kit is complete now. I thought that was neat. Thought you guys would get a kick out of that. Alright. Have a little late lunch. It's 3 o'clock. A waffle and deer sausage. Oh, don't get jealous. Don't be jealous. Got me a little smudge fire going. Gnats are getting a little bad. And people who don't do this have no idea what they're missing. I actually feel sorry for a lot of the inner city kids, because they never get to experience anything like this. Bet y'all sitting on a hill, start craning your neck. But they never get to experience the quiet, the sound of a bird far off, a woodpecker, frogs on still water. There's just nothing like it. Just experience the calm. You know, have phones and TVs and traffic and all that nonsense. Just amazing. Every time I get to go out like this, it amazes me. Alright, I'll eat my waffle and sausage and soak up some of this. Peace and quiet. Breathe in some of this wood smoke. Oh, that's some good stuff. And it is wood smoke. That's all it is, wood. Alright. I'll get back to y'all after a while. Good morning. It is about 10 minutes after 5, and I've been up for about an hour. About froze to death last night. I should know better than trying to sleep in a hammock after November. I don't think it got down to like 50, but man, the little old wool blanket wasn't enough in a hammock. Had a sleeping bag under me, but still, it was still cold. So, anyway, still not sold on the D&D hammock. I think the Hennessy is the best hammock, all-inclusive hammock that I've ever slept in. But anyway, we don't want to throw it away yet. And got a little fire going. Wind is supposed to get up to 10 to 15 miles an hour today, so I think I'm going to strike camp and try to get to the house before the wind gets up. Leave about daylight. But I don't want to be going across that lake with a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind in a little old canoe. That is not a good idea. Well, I'm going to start gathering things up and get ready to then load the boat up, or the canoe up. It feels like the wind's kind of trying to get up a little bit. But I'll get back with you in a little while. Well, camp is struck, fire's out. It's 10 after 6. And it's starting to get daylight. So the wind has been gusting. So I don't hear waves out there, but I'm kind of in an inlet here. So I'm hoping that I can make it back to the house before the wind hits. The real wind. You get 10 to 15 mile an hour winds on this lake and it gets rough. I mean really rough. So I mean the little canoe would probably handle it, but there's no use in taking a chance. I mean sometimes I think that the more confidence we have, the more likely we are to get injured or hurt, because we tend to take risk, and it's not a good thing. So trying to hunt today, and knowing that the wind is here. I mean, it's right now it is just stopped for some reason, but it has been blowing pretty good. So anyway, I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes, let it get a little bit more light. It's just a false dawn right now. You can just kind of start see it just a little bit. So as soon as it gets light, we're gonna pack it up and head it on to the house. Well, we're coming into the bank on the north side of the peninsula. That south wind, even though it's just light right now, it still had swells out there that it's a little tough. It's almost a crosswind. Well, it was a crosswind slightly. A little difficult. I appreciate you guys joining me on this trip, even though we didn't see anything. It was fun. It was nice getting out and camping for the first time this year. So until the next one, you guys be safe. Do this with your children. Teach them how to be connoisseurs of this great outdoors that we love. If you do, take plenty of band-aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again soon. Bye.